What is up, my crypto fans? In today's video, we're talking about a new project that's coming out that's going to redefine the way we do DeFi in general. It's going to set up a new standard for the way we do DeFi and how we make money online through crypto. So what is this? And as you can probably tell, this is called ValiFi, guys. ValiFi is a new way it's aiming to disrupt the DeFi industry as a whole and all the negative connotations around it. So you might be coming from here. Maybe you were in Ring Financial recently and you understand that was a scam and you hate how that went, but it could have gone better. I mean, the concept in general just made sense. But the thing is, there's a couple of things. The concept makes perfect sense, but the thing is, there's a couple of things that was in Ring that just doesn't add up. Mainly being like the sustainability, mainly being the transparency, mainly being just a couple other things that just if those were just fixed, you would have this solid project that would just redefine the way we do DeFi in a whole. A lot of people have lost trust because of these scams and these rug pulls. They lost trust in technology. Maybe you lost trust in DeFi in general. But today, like I said, I'm going to bring you a project that's going to redefine the way we do DeFi as a service, or DAAS for short, DAS for short. And that's not going to pretty much what's going to do. Valify, the entire mission of Valify is to give its community members exactly what a DAS platform should be. And I'm talking about realistic ROIs. I'm talking about sustainability. I'm talking about a community-driven system that would deliver passive income with its investments that are diversified and completely transparently allocated. Valify, the project aims to pretty much restore trust and faith into systems which could build wealth across the entire community. A public treasury and frequent polls, which will allow everyone to understand completely 100% where the funds are being allocated at all times. That is what Valify is trying to do, will do. So really quick, let me take you into a nice little look onto Valify's engine. Now, I mean by engine, what do I mean by engine? I mean how the money is going to flow, how it's going to make you money. And overall in this video, I want to talk about Valify, and I want to talk about how everything works. I want to give you an in-depth look into the white paper, into the community, and a couple other things. So let me share my screen right over here real quick. You see, cool, you can see. So this is the white paper that Valify has, right? And yes, I am in Valify. Me and a couple of people, after being absolutely pissed by the way Ring Financial ended up into a complete scam where the price is literally went from $350 to like $1.35, which it is currently right now as we speak. It's a rug pull. Ring Financial was a complete rug pull, and we hated that. Like I said, like Ring could have gone so much better. Ring could have gotten so much better ways where it could have actually worked because the concept just made sense. So let's talk about Valify and how it aims to build back trust into everybody in the DeFi world. So how this works is, let me show you just by using this graph. I think it's kind of just the best way of just explaining how the system is set up. So, and I'm getting this huge glare right coming off on my phone right there. Okay. So how this is set up, take a drip of water. How this is set up is investors come in and they're going to have 5 Valify and 5 Valley, which is what the token is going to be called in AVAX. So let's say at the time they're making this yield box, the AVAX token is worth 5 Valley. Then you're only going to need 1 AVAX token. Let's say at the time that you're going to buy this yield box, that 5 Valley is worth 5 AVAX, to 1 to 1. They're going to need 5 AVAX and 5 Valley. Pretty simple. And the reason why we made it like this, just to add more sustainability into it and not to completely reap all the rewards of people buying the yield boxes pretty much. So they buy a yield box, all right? They buy a yield box, and as soon as they buy the yield box, what we're going to do with those funds is 0.5 Valley and 0.5 Valley in AVAX are immediately going to go into the liquidity pool in Trader Joe. Next, what we're going to do is a 0.5 Valley will fund the Valley payroll fund. That's going to cover developments, further developments, designs, and other things like that, and also to help pay out the staff. Next, we're going to do is 4.5 Valley is in AVAX is going to go to the Treasury, and then 4 Valley is going to go to the reward pool to further pay back the yield boxes. And we're going to talk about rewards in a second, don't worry. Now the Treasury, what we're going to do is we're going to take that Treasury and we're going to invest it in, we're going to put it into BNB, Ethereum, and AVAX. Now the first couple of investments will be in AVAX. Well, actually, depending upon the polls that we have, but it's most likely going to be through an AVAX. Kind of what we have going on right now is what we're seeing in the polls, people are seeing in the community is that people want to invest in Play Wonderland and to Strong, So that's probably going to be the first couple ones, but it's all dependent on the polls. But we're going to put them into BNB, AVAX, or Ethereum, depending on what you guys decide on the polls and to invest into. All right. What we're going to do is through that investment, we're going to get back these coins and we're going to put it into stable coins, as in BUSD, MIM, or USDT. From there, we're going to split that up between the profit vault and the emergency vault. We don't have an exact percentage of how much is going to the emergency vault just yet. It's probably be somewhere around 10 to 20%. That would then go to be staked, because there's no point just leaving money out there to not do anything. It's gonna be staked at usually around like a 7%. For example, I know MIM, if you stake that, it's around 7%. BUSD and USDT might be a little different, but we're gonna stake that and use it for buybacks if we need to. Next one I have over here is other maybe 80%, 70%, depending on what the percentage would be, will go to the profit vault. That profit vault will then go 10% to the development fund and 90% to buyback fund. This way we can keep the price at a consistent, so we can keep the price consistent and sustainable, okay? So for example, if the price of Valley goes above a certain point, what we're just going to do, honestly, that's a good thing, to be honest. But if it goes below, what we're going to do is we're going to buy back and we're going to burn, just so we can, because what that allows us to do is to increase the price back. All right. What we aim to have the price is, and this is not in writing yet, but we'll aim to have the price into like a good middle ground is anywhere between $25 and like $50 per Valley token. And yeah, so the profit vault, 10% goes in the development fund for future development and 90% to the buyback fund, which you burn to increase the price of Valley. Like I said, if it's over 50, I mean, that's a good thing for us, Let's talk about how the money flows. At the top blueprint, you see the 5 Valley tokens plus the equivalent of 5 Valley tokens in AVAX. There will be requirements to purchase a yield box. The initial investment requires for a yield box is 10 Valley, 5 Valley, and 5 Valley equivalent to AVAX. That's exactly what I explained about before. And this is just going over pretty much exactly what I just explained. How the investment is allocated with the funds used to purchase yield boxes divided into the following: Valley and AVAX. 4.5 Valley and AVAX will be given to the public treasury. 0.5 Valley and AVAX will be given to the liquidity pool in the Trader Joe, like I said before. Valley and Valley. 4 Valley go to the reward pool. 0.5 Valley to the liquidity pool, and 0.5 Valley into the Valify team payroll fund, which is going to fund the team, also going to help in development as well. Buybacks, and I explained that before. Treasury investments, yes, we're going to be using a multi-stake wallet for increased security. How we have this set up is in order for any money to be taken out of this wallet that we have, I call it a vault actually, we need to have 6 signatures from our team members in order for money to actually be transferred. 6 out of the out of the 10 members that we have. I mean, out of 8 members that we have, I apologize. Yeah, so 8 members have authority over this wallet. And in order for money to be transferred, you need 6 signatures from the wallet. Now, the Treasury funds has funds in the blockchain's native token. It is free to invest them into whatever protocol the community determines appropriate, which I said before. Further investments in other protocols, where you plan to diversify the investment and make the sustainability as possible, even on the red days. The main goal of the Treasury is to build a solid runway, make sure it's able to buy back a large portion of value when required. Rewards will initially amount to 0.1 value a day, with the objective of increasing this as the kind of ecosystem grows. Now, the reason why we kind of started slow was because we found this discrepancy in a bunch of forks of Ring Financial, whereas people were always trying to promise us a massive amount of rewards. For example, like Thor or Magnet, whereas they promised the world, they promised a massive amount of rewards. And what they eventually had to do is, as soon as they figured out that the sustainability of it was a problem because of handing out too much rewards, they had to dramatically cut down the amount of rewards that they were sending out to the people with yield boxes. So instead of doing that, what we did is we started out on the bottom, we started low, kind of where around strong is, so that we can, as you start building this, as you start bringing more sustainability, then we'll increase as you see fit. The Treasury, the buybacks. The Treasury reprogrammed to buy back value from the market when the price dips below a certain amount. The Treasury not buy back tokens when the price is high or in a significant uptrend. This will only cause new investors to be discouraged. Which I said before, I was like, there's really no point. The price increases, it's only a good thing. So when the price decreases, that's when they're buyback. Next thing that we have is pre-sale, the beginning of everything. The pre-sale, this is how it's going to work. So Valify aims to build a treasury that is fully transparent, fully working before any yield boxes are ever sold. This way, the protocol will have enough buying power to purchase our token back in case there's a price drop. What this is saying is that we are looking to release an NFT, which I'm talking about here, before to get enough money into the treasury so that if a bunch of people hop in and immediately start buying these tokens and they immediately start selling instead of buying yield boxes, we need to have money so that the price doesn't drop and completely plummet. We need to have enough money in the treasury to buy that back. That's what we're trying to say. So the pre-sale aims to create funds for the essential parts of the project: the treasury, development, liquidity pools, and the audit. Plus, by the way, guys, audits are expensive. All right, they're at like 50, 60 G's, which is crazy. But let's continue. NFT distribution. The pre-sale will consist of 5,000 NFTs in the AVAX network. Each NFT will be sold for around $200. Not around. Each NFT will be sold for $200 in AVAX. There will only be 4,750 NFTs available for purchase, which equates to $950,000. $950,000 will be divided into 4 essential parts of the project: the treasury, which has 675,000, development 75,000, liquidity pool 150, and audit, which is around 50 G's. While we believe these would be the allocated amounts, these values might be adjusted in the future, and the community will be informed accordingly. So, like I said, the audit, like I thought audit might be around 60 G's. It could be around 50 G's, depending on where we're getting it from and depending on where you guys want it from. So that could be price. That price could be fluctuating. Development could be fluctuating as well. So just to keep in mind that those might just change. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. The other 250 NFTs will be given to the community and the Valify team. 60 NFTs will go to the most active community members. And this is kind of where we are kind of also doing our marketing. So 60 NFTs will go to the most active community members, people that are talking to the community the most. 60 NFTs will go to the people who invite the most people on Discord. All right, so we have this invite tracker that's going to track the amount of invites that you have. 20 NFTs will go to the top Discord server boosters. 20 NFTs will go to contributors. 50 NFTs will go to influencers and marketing giveaways. 40 NFTs will be given to the Valify team. NFT utility. What does the NFT do? Which is a great question. I'm glad you guys asked that. The wallet that holds NFT at the moment of the presale will be allowed to buy 50 valid tokens at the presale price for NFT. There will be a limit of 10 NFTs per wallet. Like I said before, we want the price of the token at the presale to be around $25 per valid token. The token presale price may change in future. This is just an estimate for now. The big issue with pre-sale tokens is a pre-sale token allows early investors to purchase set amounts before the token is public. This usually happens at a huge discount from the market price on launch day. Investors in the pre-sale usually dump their tokens right when the token goes live in exchanges. To prevent the issue from happening, we have found a solution to the problem. We're giving all early NFT holders two options. Cash it in for yield boxes, get your purchase tokens in yield boxes, rate 5 Valley tokens plus Valley equivalent to AVAX for 1 yield box. Vesting period to prevent a massive dump. So you receive 10% of your tokens at time of launch, and 10% unlocked per week for a total of 9 weeks. What we're doing here is, like it says right there, is we're just trying to ensure that nobody immediately just drops the price, immediately just sells everything and plummets the price. So that's not really going to be good for both of us. And honestly, this is similar in a lot of these launching pads. So on a lot of these launching pads, what they do is they limit the amount that can be sold in the very beginning, so that it prevents this massive dump of the tokens. For example, some of them even do that you get, for example, this is an example here. Some of these launch pads only allow for you to sell a certain amount per month, so we're just trying to make sure that nobody dumps it. Is straight up, that's the point. We're just trying to make sure nobody dumps it. All right, next thing we're going to talk about is the token utility. Okay, so the issue of other DAS protocols, the biggest issue of other protocols face in the space is that the token is pretty much a dump token, and we've seen this a lot. I forgot who tweeted this about there, but somebody tweeted out there that because a lot of these DeFi protocols don't have sustainability in mind, because the rewards are way too high, someone tweeted that they recommend that you just buy the token and then just dump it. I remember that. I remember bringing that up to the team. All right, investors dump their token for profits after they claim the rewards from their nodes. So Valify understands this, and we understand this issue. So what we aim to do is we aim to develop future utility as time goes by. The Valify engine is allocating the necessary funds to make it possible. Creating tokens utility lowers selling pressure and creates more opportunity for burns. So there's a couple of things that we've decided, and we're all going to vote onto this. So the lottery section. So this is already in development, and we have this in the next section. And this is really, really cool how we have this set up. It's actually genius the way we have this lottery set up. Next thing that we have is price predictions on AVAX price. And we also have the play to earn game. So this is going to be in the metaverse. And once again, we're not the type of people that are going to launch a bunch of different projects before we have the price sustainability. So our first thing that we need to do is we got to make sure that the price is sustainable. Then we'll get into a play to earn game. Then we'll get into other projects that are going to add more utility to it as we see fit. But that's just in the future. These are just some initial ideas. Valify will listen to community on any ideas we want to create further token utility. Next one we have is the exit tax. Keeping tokens inside our ecosystem is very important. There will be 0 fee for compounding, which is, I love this. 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 I specifically was telling the team, like, listen, guys, this is something we need. We strong screw this up. Ring screw this up. I don't want to say any more projects, but this is a common thing that we see screwed up. There shouldn't be a tax for when people are compounding. What we're also going to do is we're going to take it one step further. We're also going to eliminate the tax for claiming. But we need to have a 5% fee on selling the token. Next thing we have over here is the lottery. Like I was telling you about before. This is going to be awesome. You guys don't like this, what we have over here. Playing the Valify lottery allows you for a chance to win massive prizes. It also allows us to burn tokens and also to support ring victims. And we'll talk about the ring relief project a little bit later. But participants may enter as often as they like, as long as they have sufficient amounts of value tokens to buy a ticket, obviously. How this works is what we're going to do is we're going to have one lottery per week. Okay. Tickets cost for lottery is 0.1 Valley per ticket. There's no limit on the amount of tickets that can be purchased. Purchasing one ticket will give the users a random 6-digit combination with each digit being between 0 and 9. Match the numbers on the left side of the ticket to the right to win the prizes. The more the numbers match, the greater the prize pool. Ooh, excuse me. The little disclaimer here, well, not really a disclaimer, just telling you that Value does not keep any percentage of the funds generated from the sales of lottery tickets. 100% of the Value tokens generated will be returned back to the prize pool. How this is going to work is prize pool allocation over here. Match first number, match first number 2%, match first two numbers 3%, match three numbers 5%, match four numbers 10%, match first five numbers 20%, match all six numbers 40%, burn 10%, ring relief on 10%. And the really cool thing that how this lottery is going to work is as soon as you win, the money's immediately going to be transferred to you. That's it. You might do some things like, hey, so-and-so won under our announcements or something like that. But not everybody wants their name to be public. So we're still in the works of that. I don't know if we are going to do that or we're not. Maybe the people want their name to be public. Maybe the people want their name to be shown that they won. We might even have a little check mark saying, I want my name to be publicly announced if I win. Who knows, might do that. But what I'm trying to say is once we win, it's going to immediately go to you. That's it. Next thing we have over here is the roadmap. All right. Roadmap. So release the white paper. All right. First one, release white paper, create Discord, create Twitter, create a Telegram, pre-sale requirements, release initial website landing page. All that stuff is done already. All right. This is Q1 2022. Smart contracts, development and testing, release pre-sale NFTs, initial treasury investment, official audit, release Valley token, website and dApp with yield box creation and public treasury functionality, list on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, release the Valify lottery, begin distributing ring relief funds. Cool. Q2 of 2022. Price prediction game. Route Valley to BNB and ETH. This way we can have the same price on BNB and ETH and Avalanche. Boosting rewards with NFTs. So this is still, we don't know for sure if we're going to do this. We're going to wait for everything to kind of be launched. All right. We're going to wait for it to kind of be launched before we start boosting rewards, because we don't know for sure if by boosting rewards or decrease sustainability. So this is going to be up to us running numbers and also throwing that out in polls. Okay. Next thing we have is continue to grow the protocol and social media presence. We're always going to do that. Doxing processes. So I want to be doxed. A couple other members will be doxed, even though you guys are seeing me right now. Expand the token utility. Q3 2022. Invest in the community elected early stage crypto projects that are building new protocols and provide funding for startups. I love this, guys. I love this. All right, so this is one of my things that I told the team that we need to have, and they all agree. They all like, Blade, yes, we need this. This just makes sense. So what we have over here is we're going to allocate some funds on this to pre-selected crypto project startups, so that we can allocate funds in the startups, so that we can get rewards for that as well. Well, so that once they actually build their things, so pretty much what we're doing is so we can help other crypto projects launch their projects, because it all costs a lot of money doing this. All this stuff costs a whole lot of money, and we understand them. And the thing is, people have some amazing ideas out there. People have some fantastic ideas out there that they can't put into fruition because they don't understand how to market, how to raise funds, and other things like that. So what we want to do is in Q3 of 2022 is we want to launch a fund that we run a poll and we decide on what type of investment projects we want to leak our funds into to help those protocols out for startups. Now, Q4 2022 is we want to become a true DAO and provide voting rights based on value held and yield box owned. So based upon how much Valley token you have and how many yield boxes you have, then you're going to be able to vote on what passive income producing assets you want us to invest into. All right, we're going to be voting before that, but this now we're going to introduce here. The only difference between there, before and now, is that we're going to be based upon how many yield boxes, how much tokens you have. Next thing we have over here is just a little information about all of us and some of the team members that we have. Blade, that's me. That's your boy. That's your sexy, handsome, favorite crypto fan over here. Your boy Blade. All right. There's a couple of information over here. I'm not gonna really go into this, right? Because you can read this simple stuff. Great team, by the way. Everybody on the team is awesome. I love everybody here. Website. So that right now, what we currently have is a basic ValiFi app, and this is just, like I said, it's just a landing page right here, right, with our Discord, Telegram, and just showing you a little bit in-depth look of what it looks like over here. A little video over here. That's really about it. Where did my thing go? Hold up a second. All right, cool. Back over here. Yeah, just a little website over here, just a landing page. We're gonna change it. We have to change it right now. I'm not gonna lie. The landing page kind of looks like SHIT. Well, just very minimalist is what I'm trying to say. So we're definitely change that up very soon. Social media over here. Now the cool thing, the Ring Relief Project. Honestly, Ring Relief Project should be up top of there. Whatever. Ring Relief Project. Now this is something that I love. You know what? A lot of people love this. I love it. We all love the Ring Relief Project. And pretty much what this is going to be is we're going to be allocating a specific amount of fund to people that were screwed over by the Ring devs, screwed over by Darius, lost their shirt. You know, I made some good money on Ring, but the thing is, I told Ring to my parents, and I told my sister, and they invested money and they lost a bunch of money. That's no bueno. I don't like that. So what this is meant to do is meant to allocate funds to just give back to people that lost money in that Ring Relief Project. What we want to do is Valify wants to give those people who are affected by rings some of the Valify project tokens value. You want to create a relief project that will pay ring node holders a portion of profits from the ecosystem that will be distributed as a first come, first served manner. Funds come from the Valify lottery and part from the engine. There's a link in the Discord channel which provides all the necessary information. So 1 Valley per gold node, 0.5 Valley per silver node, 0.1 Valley per bronze node. We understand that although we might not be able to cover all your losses, we're just trying to mitigate some of the damages and just trying to just as this is the best right here. We're trying to restore trust in the DeFi space as this will benefit everyone. So really quick, let's hop back over to actually the Discord. All right, let's go to the Valify Discord really quick. And let me just show you what we got over here. What's got going on over here. So the AMA, for example, depending on the video, when this video comes out, for example, today we're having an AMA meeting. I think we're gonna have it at 4:00 p.m. Scroll down over here, it just says the basic rules that we have. I mean, rules. You see that anything else? It's pretty simple over here. Announcements. So what's going on, guys? Just to keep you guys updated. Oh, we're having one at 11 a.m. Eastern. Official links over here. Just a Telegram over here. What we have accomplished. So we'd like to make sure that you guys are always updated on what's going on over here. So in the very beginning, we started social media create, social engine blueprints, sneak peek, our dashboard. All right. Ring Relief project set up, working on the dashboard design again, more dashboard design. Cool. Now polls over here. So we're trying to just ask people what you guys would like. We want to make this a project for you guys. So for example, over here we have what should the project be based on? Everybody agreed on AVAX. What do you guys want to call our nodes? Everybody agreed upon that. What do we have over here? Everybody agreed upon yield boxes. I don't want a valifier, but that's what we're going to call the community members, and that kind of makes sense. So we're calling yield boxes. What should the ticker symbol be? And VFI is taken. What everyone voted for, number 1 is Valley. Where is the Valley community from? This way we can plan our AMAs better. And most people said they were from Europe. Twitter feeds, whenever we post on Twitter, it's going to be posted on here. React for access, just a verification. About us, talking about all the team members and stuff like that, and what Valify is. Our white paper, pre-sale info, new investors, just showing people coming in, stuff like that. General chat where everybody can kind of talk over here. Off-topic talking, ideas, so you guys give us ideas and help us out. Price talk. This is where people can get involved. If people want to talk about what they think they can help with, maybe logo design, maybe some tokenomics, maybe development, mention over here, and we'll talk to you and we'll put you in if you see you're a good fit. Treasury investments. What do you guys think we should invest into? So one guy over here just had recommended Wonderland, things like that. Check your rank over here, so you can check your rank. So we go over here and do /rank. It'll pop up that I'm rank 8. AMA questions, and this is just based upon how much you engage, how much you talk in the group. AMA questions. So if you have questions for us to answer in the AMA, our chat, live chat that we talk with everybody, put them here or answer them in the AMA. Memes, everybody, you got to have a meme thing here. That everybody needs a meme thing. Just for memes, we put over here. Submissions over here. So we're having a contest right now going on for whoever designs the best. NFT. And put it right here. Invite leaderboard. Just a leaderboard over here. Oops. Just to show who has the most invites right over here. Pretty simple, just like that. So right now, main AQ has 141. Doing pretty good. Ahmad, blah, blah, blah. You can see right there. Now, voice channel, didn't mean to get in there. Just so people can talk over here. Next thing that we have over here is the Ring Relief Project, the info over here. Then we have, you can request a language over here. We have Spanish, we have Italian, German. People are already talking in German here. Arabic, French. Bonjour. And the rest over here is contributors as a role for people that, so for example, over here, Cryptomania, people that really helped out the project when we get a role called a contributor role. And it's just they can put their ideas in here, we can talk to them privately. Pretty simply like that. A couple other things that we have over here are some mods as well. Every team needs some mods. We have mods right now. Celtic is a mod. Another guy, I won't talk about it yet, but we have a couple of mods on here just to kind of help keep track of everything and help keep people on track pretty much, But yeah, so that's what the Discord is looking like. Telegram is just going to give out information on the recent announcements and further updates, just like that. Pretty simple. So I recommend you check that out as well. And I recommend you also check out our Twitter. Show us some support, some love and affection on our Twitter. But guys, long story short, that's what we got going on right here at Valify. We aim to really just redefine the way DeFi space, the crypto DeFi space works in general. We're trying to create a project that has sustainability and overall people can trust 5-10 years down in the future. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this helped. Make sure you check out Valify down in the description below. Join the Discord. Because guys, we're gonna redefine the way we are really gonna redefine the way crypto DeFi happens in general. All right, so that was a mouthful right there, that closing. We aim to really redefine and set a new standard the way of how DeFi works in general. Said that a lot better the second time. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great one, and peace out, and I'll see you up there. That's the top, and I'll see you there. Peace.